All right, shalawam. First off, I want to say all praises to Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Chakudash. Double honors to apostles and elders of GMS, and to the elect doing the work in sincerity and in truth. Shalawam. Is GMS precepts, and this is our chud here. And real quick, I want to go over, I got a quick video to do, whatever. I don't know what the title is. Obviously, he's up now, but pretty much there's going to be a new term in the kingdom for somebody getting really fucked up. And it's or a new adjective, right? Because an adjective is a descriptive word. Okay, so instead of getting fucked up, you could say that dude got Edomited, you know, because the way and manner that Esau is going to receive their punishment in our kingdom, right? Because the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have suffered so much in his kingdom. Guess what? The roles are going to be reversed, and they're going to be the new niggas. All right? They're going to be the ones that really get the real blunt force trauma and punishment in the kingdom to come. And that's all throughout the scriptures, right? So anyway, without further ado, I have here Psalms 137. And you know what? This whole verse is good too to read, right? Because this lets you know, or it explains the hatred that Esau had. Because really, if you think about it, Esau is still mad about not receiving the birth, that blessing, that birthright. That's what Esau's still mad about. That's why he's doing all the things he's doing right now. Is to it is all out of not receiving that blessing from Isaac, or ultimately the Most High. All this he's doing now is because he's still that, like it was at Psalms 13 or Hebrews 13 when it goes into how Esau was crying for not receiving not receiving the birthright. This all stems from Esau not receiving the birthright, man. Right? This whole hatred that he has against Jake, like I said, and this is a good, like I said, this is a good verse to read. Okay, because it goes into that. But I'm going to go to the point here. It says, O daughter of Babylon. I'm sorry, this is Psalms 137 and 8. It says, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Right? Because what is that talking about? That's speaking about the daughter of Babylon, a.k.a. Esau, a.k.a. America. Right? And they're going to be what? Destroyed. And it says, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast rewarded us. Right? Because the Most High is going to totally destroy, totally wipe out Esau as a nation. Even in the manner of how their kingdom is, how they're going to be removed from their kingdom. No other nation in history is going to get destroyed or uprooted out of their rulership like Esau is going to. Okay? And guess what? The Most High is going to be happy. The Israelites are going to be happy. All nations are going to be happy, man, once Esau is removed out of his power. Okay? Happy shall he be that rewarded thee. Let me go to another. Let me see how it was worded in another verse. O Babylon, you will be destroyed. Happy is the one who pays you back for for what you have done to us. Right? Yeah, happy shall he be. Who's the he? The he is the one doing the destroying. And we know it's ultimately that's from Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi. Matter of fact, let me go straight there to Ezekiel 24:25. I'll read these. So it says, this is right here, reading the weep, Edom, right? And if you go into the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, it explains the judgment of Esau and how it's their judgment is separate from all the kingdoms ever created. You can go to Babylon, the kingdom Assyria, the Greeks, the Romans, right? all the kingdoms, man, all the kingdoms that were established. How can I forget the Egyptians also, right? No nation is gonna be destroyed or removed, right? Because it tells you that the Most High is a ruler of all men, and He's the one that decides who stays in the power and who comes into power. He decides the rulership on the planet Earth. Right now, He chose Esau to be that ruler. Okay, but every ruler that ruled, they all get removed, and the only rulers chosen by the Most High to stay in that position are the Israelites forever, even forever and ever. Read Daniel's the 7th chapter, 7 and 26. The kingdom and dominion and the rulership and the dominion over the whole earth shall be Israel. I just butchered that. Let me now I gotta go to it. Daniel's 7, and I'll jump back to Ezekiel. Daniel 7, last two verses, 27, excuse me. It says, Daniel 7:27, in the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Okay? And then if you go to the 18th verse, it says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Okay? So Esau, once Jacob rules, we're not going to be removed out of rulership. It's over for Esau, man. Right? So, anyway, Ezekiel 25:12. Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, saith the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord. Okay? And and also, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, it explains it too, and it gives verses, chapter and verses. Isaiah 34 is another good one when it goes into how the curse upon Edom. Okay, right, but in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, it explains that Esau is going to receive a judgment. It says, matter of fact, it says Edom and Esau is a place of great future judgment. Now it's saying right here that Edom is going to be a desolation, man. Right? I will make it desolate. Meaning nothing left. Let me go to that word, desolate. And I will make it desolate. Right? It says a place laid waste, ruin, waste, desolation. Okay? It's going to be empty, waste, desolation, ruin. It's going to be like a damn wasteland or desert. It's going to be nothing there. See? A desolation, a place laid waste, ruins. All right? That's what the Most High is going to do, man. To the whole land of Edom or land of Babylon. You see? So that's why they gonna get Edomited, man. They gonna get Edomited. And I read this here. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance. Actually, let me go to it. ChatGPT here. And I just say, yo, what does the Zondervan Bible Dictionary say about the nation of Edom or Esau's judgment? It says Edom is the name of the nation, and the Edom is the name of the nation descendant from Esau. Edom means red. The territory. Let's go here, right? The dictionary highlights several themes about the judgment of Edom as treated in biblical prophecy: arrogance and pride. There's no one prouder or more arrogant than an Edomite. Edomite is reproached for his pride, especially his lofty dwellings, dwelling in the clefts of the rock, and self-security, divine retribution, punishment for violence. A central accusation is that Edom or Esau has committed violence against his brother Jacob, especially during times of distress. This becomes a basis for God's judgment, or the Most High's judgment. And I just read in Psalms 137 about one instance when Jacob was against his brother, or I'm sorry, where Esau was against his brother Jacob, right? Children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Right? And that still goes on today. The hatred that Esau has for Edom. All these legislations and things are to affect and hurt Jacob more. You know? Complete overthrow. Prophecies predict a total ruin. Cities turn into perpetual waste. No one dwelling there. Edom being made a horror. Escape from punishment. The articles emphasize that Edom will not be able to hide or escape. Its secrets will be uncovered. Its strength brought low. Okay? Comparisons to Sodom and Gomorrah. Hope for survivors. Although much of the language is destructive, there is also mention of God's persevering, of the Most High persevering the fatherless. I ain't talking about Edom. I ain't talking about Esau, you damn liar. What else I got? Obadiah. Right? Obadiah goes in the day of the Lord and the future. So you know this is speaking in the future tense and speaking about the kingdom of heaven. Let's read it, right? It says, for the day of the Lord, this is verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. Right? So the Most High is speaking to all the heathens of the world, right? Because all heathens, they played a part in the downfall of the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It played a downfall. It had a hand in it. Don't believe me? Read Psalms 83. It explains that. Right? Verse 16, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Now, what does it mean drink? Is it like juice? Is it like good wine? Or is it manish or shevet or whatever? Is it, what drink? Is it a nice cold glass of water? Well, let's read it. They shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. So this is metaphorical. This is a metaphor. It's speaking about the punishments, the curses. They're going to drink down the curses, man. Just like we did. You see? For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. But then it goes, it says, but upon Zion, which is known as Israel, right? Because they're the monument to the Most High, right? It says, shall be deliverance. And there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. You see? Let me go back to this for, actually, let me see, let's go to another version right quick. Just as you, this is the NIV, just as you drank on my holy hill, so all the nations will drink continually. They will drink and drink as if they had never been. Just as you swallowed up my people on my holy mountain, so you and the surrounding nations will swallow the punishments I pour onto you. You see? Yes, all you nations will drink and stagger and disappear from history, right? This one's pretty good. Where's this version? NET. For as ye have drunk on my holy mountain, so all the nations will drink continually. They will drink, they will they will gulp it down. They will be as though they had never been. You see? So Esau, what's that in Job when it says, "Where was Esau?" Like Esau is gonna be a faint memory. You see? But where am I at? Verse 17. But upon Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau. Hold on, it says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, right? And the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and they shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. So it said, there shall not be any remaining. You see? Once Joseph and Jacob, the Israelites, come together against Esau, it's over. It's over. Okay? After you built after you built that kingdom together, which is part of your punishment, Esau, you're going to be done away with. And it's the most, like I said, it's the Most High that decides who's the ruler and who's not the ruler. The next rulers up are going to stay those rulers forever, even forever and ever. Right? Edomited. That's why every Israelite should pray that they're an Israelite and not an Edomite or another nation. Okay? All right, I'll leave it at that. Lord willing, you brothers and sisters were edified. To the next show, shalawam.